In the last year, we've come on leaps and bounds within the hub and getting our name out there further. Biggest change was literally yesterday when we hear the building may be going up for sale. But in that period of the year, we're now engaging with far more people than ever. I mean, in the building alone, we engage with 344 people weekly and another 200 in addition to that on one-off events over the year.
It changed everything for us. From running out of an office up at the hill to having a building that was already a community building and just us making it better.
The fact that they have the Northfleet hub, Northfleet Central base, where they have food banks and financial advice and training and all these other things, really is a good way to pull the community together. They also do a lot of outreach and like barbecues and social events, and I think that really it's getting to know your neighbours really, and then find out from your neighbours that actually we have a lot in common, and then there's a lot of issues, but we can tackle them together.
Big Local obviously is the fund, which will hopefully continue on, but it's been really good as that input of cash and impetus to get things moving, to get them rolling, which it needed, and get people involved. And because of that, things will then continue and be sustained. Whereas before, where there was no money in the community, people had ideas and what they wanted to do, but obviously didn't know where to go for that funding and that. But of course, with Big Local now available, projects can start and improve the area for hopefully more and more people.
It's giving greater opportunity to local people.
I think it's blossoming.
Well, it's blossoming, that's what I'm saying. It's getting bigger, but obviously you can never have enough people.
We've got Brownies, we've got COGS Dementia Group, we've got Bright Star Wellbeing, which is learning disabilities. We've got our Beat Club, which runs on a Monday.
The activities now have gone more down the creative path.
We've had workshops, we've had performance, we've had dance, we've had all sorts of things, and that's bringing people in because they're seeing the space in a different way. Instead of it being that place that smells of cabbage, it's now that space that changes from being the place that smells like cabbage to a pop-up theatre, and that's working really well.
Certainly as far as Big Local is concerned, have been involved in pretty much every single project that I've been aware of that's happened in Gravesham. Certainly every single creative project that's been going on in Gravesham since I got here really, and it's nice to be able to recognise that those strands running through it really.
It's a bit more exciting now. There's things going on that they've not seen before. Instead of it being the traditional things, it's things that are a bit more upbeat. If we didn't have the building, we wouldn't be able to do those things. And we're only just exploring how much we can do.
That focus on communities coming together is important. Well, it's more than important, it's essential really for communities to thrive.
I think there's a really sort of healthy voluntary and community sector in Northfleet, whether you think about the Veterans Club, the CVS, the No Walls Gardens charity, the Big Local, and also just residents coming together at today's event. There's lots of people looking to set up small businesses and community type businesses. So I think there's a really healthy ambition here to create social ventures and charitable ventures, and it's my job to reach out to those people, those groups, and see what we can do to try and support them, because there's a lot of change coming to Northfleet in the future. So our job is to think about how we can support residents through a process and a period of change.
If you get people together to do a specific thing, then they suddenly forget that they've come from specific areas, and that actually prior to that they never sort of really left those boundaries. And that's what Big Local is doing. It's creating those opportunities for people to do that.
There seems to be more activities and more raising the profile of the area.
There's a vibe of support for the whole community. It doesn't seem to be as divisive as some areas.
It's made me love Northfleet, even though I was only born here and lived here about a year. But you do, because you get carried away with the passion of everybody else.